Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is video 2 in my design team project for Nanine over at Collage Type, and we're going to be using the kit called Travel Maps and Charts. Now, so far, and I did some of this off camera because once I showed you how to cut and paper a page, they're all pretty much the same size, so there was no need for me to show you how to do that. We did the front, and we did the closure, and we did the back, and then I papered these in here. We did this one together, and so I papered this one, and this one, and then I got all the stuff ready to finish up the rest. So we're going to do that now. This is an 80% size of the map page, and I reduced it down so that it would fit in here. Now it's not going to fit folded in half. This pocket's a little too tight for that, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can, but we're not going to put it in there till later anyway. I don't know. Once we fold it in half, though, it's folded in half. So we may fold it in thirds just to be on the safe side and put our map in there so that when we travel the world we have a map. Alright, so we'll put that to the side for right now. We're going to keep this simple in the interest of time, and also because I made an error and I didn't put a gusset here. So we have to keep this fairly thin, even though we're going to put, oh, you know, we're going to leave this as a writing page. And we'll put a decoration or something on it. Because I was going to use this as the pocket page, and then I realized it had lines on it. And I thought, oh, that would be a cool writing page. And so I'll put the pockets over here. But now I'm thinking that if we put pockets over here, is that going to make it too thick to close? Let's see. And these are the cards, and I made them into the pockets. We're going to have to go smaller. Put that. We put this tall one. I really want to use this map, so we'll put the tall one there. I'm just doing this to see if it's going to give me trouble when I go to close it. I think as long as we don't put very many tags, and we'll put a couple of smaller ones in there. I think as long as we keep it down to a minimum. I like this one better. And I like this one better. So we'll look at those two and the map, and then we'll put some small ones in. And let's see about closing it now. Is that going to make it too thick to close? Well, I think it'll be alright. Okay, let's go forward. When I glanced at these, I thought they were the right size, but they're not. They're just a smidge wide, as you can see right here. So we're going to have to trim them and then re-ink one side. Which I didn't really want to do. And I didn't really want to cover this. That's why I was going to make this the writing page. But this one just looks so much better, and it's... I just keep thinking this pocket would go better over here. Because if we cut them down, then I'm not going to be able to use my long map. Okay, we're going to go with my original plan, and that keeps this down to a minimum. I was going to put a flap on it, but then I really didn't want to have to put, you know, a magnet or something in here, once again because of the thickness. So let's do this. Let's decide where we want them. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's get our pencil. And let's mark right here for the top of the top one. We'll mark right here for the top of the next one. And we'll mark right here for the top of the third one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this one on. And we're just going to glue the two sides. I put a little acetone in my Fabri-Tac, and it makes it come out much better. If it starts to get thick on you, then just buy a bottle of acetone, which is 100% strength nail polish remover. Remember your closures here, so it's going to feel a little funny when you push it down. Okay, let's do the next one. And we're just going to do the sides on this one. This shouldn't take very long. I added that extra onto video 1 because I thought we were going to run out of time. Where's the line? I was like, where is the line? Now on this one, we're going to do the two sides and the bottom. I like the words to go this way. So we're going to say this is the top. So we're going to glue the other three sides. I almost said ink. That's why these are inked front and back, is because they were originally the cards. I knew we didn't have room for cards and tags, so I decided to make these into pockets. Okay. We probably will have enough time to come back and once I cut out the rest of the ephemera, I don't really have that much cut out right now, but we'll be able to come back, and this is going to go all the way down now, so we have enough room to put the map in. Then we'll have here, we'll have here. This is going to go all the way down, so let's just put this one here. I'll put this one here. Our glue's not dry. I stuck it right out through the bottom. Make sure I didn't get any glue on it. I don't want to glue it in. Alright, let's give that a minute to dry. Let me just stick that in there for right now, because we're going to go ahead and put 2 in each pocket. But we can't put anything in the bottom pocket right now, and I want to put this and this in one, and this and this in this one. Okay, so we'll do that. Now I decided to use these as the writing cards. I've already inked them up and everything. All we have to do is put them in the pockets. Now I believe they're going to be too small. What I will probably end up doing, or what I would have done, would be to back them with some manila folder and then not ink the manila folder and then made it big enough for the slots. Let's take a look and see. I don't know, these pockets are not that big. Yeah, see, actually this one fits in. Just right. Well, yeah, this one is going in a narrower side, so we're going to need to trim it. I want just a little bit to stick out, even though when we tie it around, the string's going to catch it, but we want to be able to get a hold of it and get it out, since we're not doing thumb holes and we're not doing tabs. Those would definitely get in the way of our ties. Check this before I re-ink it. Yep, that looks good. Re-ink this one side. In fact, I don't think I had inked them at all. Wasn't sure of the size and what I was going to do. And then I'll ink the other one in a minute. We're going to ink them front and back. I printed them two-sided. I really like this picture, and I originally wanted to put something here. So I think I still will. I think I'm going to use a ticket or something as a tuck and put one of the smaller tickets in it. I'm going to take a look once I get the ephemera cut up. These are actually mats, and then they have a library card printed on it. Okay. And then I still have to ink this one. Okay, so we got that done. Now let's do this page. Yeah, it's only been 15 minutes. On this page, we're going to do a belly band and a small notebook. So I've already inked this. And what I did was I used the center where I had used each side of the page. And I got the center because I thought it would be kind of interesting image to use down the center. It's 1.25 inches wide. Look at that, it matches right up there. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Didn't really want that. Da 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 da. Kind of does the same almost. All right. We choose to overlook. Pretend like we didn't see it. Now I could have taken this belly band and made it a little bit extra long and flipped it up under, made it a little score line and flipped it under, and it would have given us more depth, but we don't need it. for this, I'm just going to put it in the center. And then we're going to make a long, narrow notebook to put in here. And we're going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper in there. So now, cover up my ink before I get in trouble. And this isn't the map anymore. It's too big. This is the original size, and this is the 80% size. Paper clips everywhere. Okay, now I'd like to keep the part where it says journal. But it's obviously going to be too tall. So we're going to cut it probably down to there. And then when we fold it in half, we're just going to fold this. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Okay, there's half. How many inches is that? 4 inches. So we want to cut it at 8. That worked out well. I'm good. You can't tell that was part of her head. She was dancing off the page anyway. Yep, that still seems a little tall. I just made it shorter that way. So what I did basically was made it narrower and not shorter. Okay. So now let's measure what this is. 8 inches would have been nice. Seven and 3/4. So it's going to be 3 1/2 and 1 2 3/8. We're going to just fold this in half. You know what we could do instead of worrying about it. So now we'll cut just inside those lines. And then this should fit inside there when we fold it in half. And we'll put some decoration on here. I'll have to put you on hold and then go cut the no. Yeah, there's no other way to do that because it's on the edge. I was going to say we should fold it the other way. Okay, let's get the stapler. I wonder if this will reach. May reach. Nope, not quite. For those of you who haven't done this before, you take a piece of styrofoam, or I forgot what this is called. It isn't really styrofoam. Styrofoam is different. Anyway, a soft surface. Open your stapler up, line where your staple's going to be up with the line of your booklet. Staple from the outside towards the inside. Do two. They'll be stuck into the foam. Just carefully remove them. And then just fold them over. I use my finger and not my fingernail. Seems to work better. And then maybe my fingernail a little bit at the end. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I'm going to need to ink this because I forgot. And I printed it double-sided. Looks like I might have to trim the paper a little bit. Looks like it moved a little bit when I went to staple it. After I did it, I thought, well, probably should have printed one of those map pages on the inside. Pulled on my paper, didn't it? Maybe not the smartest thing to do. I'm doing the corners a little bit more to make it look a little bit more worn. Not really worrying about being exact, you know what I mean? Some spots come in a little bit farther than others and things like that. Well, my computer's probably going to ding. Got a ding on my phone out in the living room. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to trim the paper. I'm not very good at cutting straight by hand, so I'm going to stick it in here. And not trim the paper I just inked. Just that little bit. Just enough to stick out. Okay? So now we've got that. Oh, we can put it this way. We'll stick that in there. So our basics are done. Let's see about our map. I'm never good at doing this. I tried to print it double-sided with 80% and 80%, but when I put the paper in and it printed the 80% up here, right, and the paper comes out, then you put it right back in so it prints on the other side, and it printed on the back on this side. I have no idea why or how. It should have printed it upper left, but it didn't, and I tried it a couple different times and it didn't work. So I decided to not waste any more paper, and I just put a solid backing on it. Worked out pretty well. I don't know how I did that. I can never do that. Wish I could do it when I'm doing a letter. So we've got our map of the world. We'll put that in our pocket. Okay, and we've got our writing page, and we'll decorate that a little bit. We've got our notebook, our journal. That's all right. And then we have the back, and we'll put something on that. I've got that there. So I'm going to put you on pause and switch videos over. And then when I come back, we'll do the string on here, and we'll put some ephemera on. Okay? All right, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, I am back. So this looks like I put the ephemera on already, but I haven't. I cut everything out, and I didn't ink that. Thought I had everything inked, but I've been laying stuff out and kind of looking at it. I added the 2 tags that I had set aside until the bottom of the pocket glue dried. So I did that. This one, oh, that has been printed on the back. Yay, I thought it was going to be white. And I hadn't cut this bookmark thing out at first. And I know this is our writing page, but I thought I would put something on it. And then I thought, well, that looks kind of silly just down in the corner, so I decided to make a pocket out of it. And then I thought I would put the bookmark in, and then once you take the bookmark out, then you can write on the page. So that's my plan for that. This little postcard, this postage stamp, is one of these little stamps that come with the kit. And then we've got these 30-cent some more of these little tickets. And then the rest of the ephemera was the larger, and you'll see 2 examples because we're going to put one on the front and one on the back of the book. So I guess I ink better when I'm not talking, or faster. So that's going to go there. And I think I like that. I think I like this layout. And I'm going to add this pocket here. This is one of the cards. And it's that map of Italy. So it probably should go this way, but I'm using it this way. And then, yeah, and then I'm going to put the tickets in. And I added this round. It's a map of the United States. And I added that in over here, along with the tags that were already going to be put in there. Okay, and then here's our map. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish this little puppy off. We're going to put the tie on it, put a pin in it, and call it complete. So let's take these little guys out. Everything's been inked. We'll glue this pocket on. This isn't going to take very long at all. If I can get my glue ungunked. Yeah, it flows really well now that I diluted it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put this in the corner. Like so. And let that dry. Let's move over here. I'm going to put this little stamp over the top of this one because this one's bigger and I like it better. It goes that away. I think it's a larger version of the little one anyway. Get it on there. And then we'll make a pocket out of this. I can't believe I'm hungry again. Salads don't last long with me. I like Chinese food. Oops. Let's put this down here. Line it up. Get that little bit of extra glue. You don't want shiny on the tape. Now this should be dry enough now to stick these back in there. I just washed this in the washer and dried it, and now it's all itchy. Put this in here. We've got that in there, and then here's our map. Kind of could have made it 90%, but I really didn't want it to cover this, and I wanted to make sure it would fit in between here, and it's not that big of a pocket. Okay, so we've got this on this page, and what we have left is the front and the back, and then the tie. I was going to do brown, but now that I look at it, I kind of think the sage is going to look better. There's an awful lot of a green tone to the maps. So anyway, this says Paris here, and this is the Arc de Triomphe, and so I thought I'd put that on the front. You want to hear something funny? Was I looked at it sideways at first. Let's see if I'm holding it under the camera. And it looked like books. I thought, oh, look at that. Maps, books. No, it's the Arc de Triomphe and the clock, and you could tell because the 12 is up there. Anyway, we're going to put that right here. And I was going to put something else up there, but then it just seemed contrived. I don't know. I like this here, and I thought I'd put this darker here to give it a little bit of a focal point, and then we're going to put the lighter one on the back, and this one has the what is it, the Eiffel Tower, and a map of, I don't know where, the letters are too small. Oh, Great Britain and Ireland. That's what threw me off, was the and Ireland. Okay, so let's put Paris on the front. And I've still got these. Oh, I know, I was thinking of putting some of those on the top of the page where the bookmark is, in like a little cluster of stamps. Let's get this glue on here. Go in and out and around all the way. And then make sure I have it right side up. A little extra glue in these corners. Okay, so it goes this way. And I want it to be about here. Actually, I want it lower. I don't want the string to go across it. If there's any little glue spot left over, I'll just use my glue eraser. Looks like this. And that kind of balls up the glue. Sometimes you can rub your finger with Fabri-Tac. You can rub it and it'll get into little balls and you can just take it right off. Now I'm messing around. I don't feel like it's straight. It could be my cutting. I'm not very good at cutting things out anymore. Scan and cut is down. Cricut is down. Everything is down. And then we're going to put this one on the back, but we're going to put it right in the center. Then we'll put the tie on it. Oh, we'll look at that little cluster area as well. I realize a lot of this was done off camera, but I didn't have a choice when I set it up to for myself to do 2 videos, and then I always get carried away with the project size. You know what I mean? And then I either have to expand to 3, which I schedule way ahead of time, you know, my videos, what days and days of the month and everything they're going to be on. And so it's difficult for me to add an extra day. Just, you know, oh, I'll add another day. And like in May, which will be in 2 days, in May of 2022, I have 1 day. I have 1 day open to add something. Everything else is scheduled. And if something comes up and you have to move everything around, oh my gosh, it's just awful. I do it in Excel. I make like a spreadsheet. Yeah, you can see my cutting job is not very good. Okay, so there's that. Let's look at this part one more time and see if it needs a little something something in the corner. I don't know though. With this tag in here, we did want to have the writing space. If we put these up there in like a little cluster, that wouldn't be bad, I guess. I'm not known for putting very much in, so let's go for it. Let's say that I did do it. That I went for it. I make them backwards. I glue the front one to the next one and the next one to the next one and so forth, and then I glue the whole thing to the page. I don't always do it that way, but I usually find it easier instead of taking it apart and then I don't remember how I had it. Now, let's make sure they're right side up. All right, we'll put that up there. Okay, now let's put the string on. And I'm going to need to flatten this. I might set it under a book or something. It's not too bad though. Not for having the cards and the writing pad and everything else in it. Oh, that's not the right end. It's the beginning end, or the end. This is the correct end, and I didn't put it through the little notch. Okay. So you just put it underneath here, and then you tie it in a knot. And once again, I can't believe I got that easy. Then we're going to go around twice. So let's go around once. Go around twice. We'll go back around. I guess I better go ahead and trim that. I was going to see if I could leave it for decoration, but I don't think I can. Oh. I have a little jar now. Fiber jar. Okay, and then I may come back and put some beads on here. Tie a knot, 3 beads, and another knot, a double knot, and then hit it with a little drop of glue to make sure the knot doesn't come undone. But for right now, if I don't leave it long, I can't put beads on, can I? Alright, I'm going to cut it off as if I'm going to come back. Oh, look, that's all we had left. 3 little squares and 2 of these. I could probably find somewhere to stick those. Well, I'm just going to cut it. Alright, and so that's it. This time I'm putting the end where it's supposed to be. Beginning and end. So that's our book. Let's take one more look through and undo the rope or the twine or the thread. This is embroidery floss actually. And then you open it up and you've got your tags and your notebook, your journal. And then you open it again and you have your map and your tickets so that you can get on the train. Why not? More tickets. Okay. And then over here you have your bookmarks. So when you're reading a book on the train, you got a bookmark. Then you have your writing area. And then you have the back. So there you have it. And that's our flip through too. There you go. Oh, I guess I could have done it the right way. There you go. Okay, so that's it for this project. That's it for this video. And I will see you in the next project. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Thank you. And thank you to Nanine from Collage Type for asking me to do this project. Okay, bye-bye.